Hey guys, this is Rosenting Studios here, and welcome back to another video. And today, let's talk about Star Wars, or rather Lucasfilm, because yesterday Star Wars Celebration happened, which is an event of Star Wars announcements and trailers, all that stuff, kind of like the D23 and the Comic Con like that. Yeah, I'm actually late to the party, kinda, because it happened yesterday, and I would have actually made this video well yesterday, but if you guys didn't see my community post, I did take a break from being online because of Good Friday. I'm usually not allowed to be online on Good Friday as a rule, so I don't want to explain too much about that. But now I'm here. Let's get talking about these new things that I'm gonna be talking about. So yeah. So we got two trailers and three movie announcements, and I'll be giving you guys my thoughts on each and every one of them. So yeah, without further ado, if you want to know my thoughts on these things, then just keep watching. So first, I'm gonna start with the two trailers, and specifically, I'm gonna be starting off with the only non-Star Wars topic that I'll be like covering up on this video, and that is the official trailer for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. So yeah, this is the fifth and final Indiana Jones movie, and I'm an Indiana Jones fan. Both both Raiders of the Lost Ark and Last Crusade are in my top three favorite Spielberg movies of all time. Period. And yeah, and I like Temple of Doom and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but I wouldn't say I love them and wouldn't be blown away. Personally, I think Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is a guilty pleasure, despite it being the weakest one. Last Crusade would be my favorite Indiana Jones movie. So yeah, we definitely didn't really, need we definitely don't need a fifth Indiana Jones movie. But based on what I've seen from the marketing, I think this is gonna be a great legacy sequel and send off to Indiana Jones' character. And we finally got more about what we're gonna be seeing in this movie, and we get to learn more about well, about the story. And yes, we learned that Indiana Jones is retired, but then he comes back to the world of being an archaeologist when Mads Mikkelsen's a villain character comes in with this thing. I forgot what it's called, but it's another treasure hunting Indiana Jones movie. And I must say, yeah, this official trailer was an absolute step up from the teaser trailer. I mean, the teaser trailer was I mean, I really enjoyed the teaser trailer, and I am excited for it. But this trailer literally made me a lot more excited for this movie, like 10 times more excited. Harrison Ford looks like he's gonna give a really good performance in Indiana Jones. And I think Phoebe Waller-Bridge could be the standout. I know people are already hating her character, but my God, man, I'm sick of the women hate. It seriously needs to stop. Like people need to stop hating on women. And Phoebe Waller-Bridge looks awesome, and yeah, I also think that she could be on par with Elsa from Last Crusade as my Indiana Jones crush. I mean, love Elsa, but yeah, and yeah, she'll certainly be far better here than as L3 in Solo Star Story. Yeah, L3 is her character in Solo Star Story. L3 is the worst character in Solo in my opinion. She's so annoying. But yeah, I think the action's gonna be great. I love this cast. Probably the best cast ensemble in Indiana Jones movie. I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Last Crusade had Sean Connery, but it's just Sean Connery that I know. I mean, this one has Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Mads Mikkelsen, Toby Jones, and probably a bunch of more A-list cast. I'm not sure. As I'm recording this, I don't remember if there's any other A-list cast in this, but yeah, I'm excited to see that. The action's gonna be lots of fun. Hopefully it'll be just as action packed as the other Indiana Jones movie. And man, I think that this could be a very emotional Indiana Jones movie as well. Will they kill off Indiana Jones? Well, we'll see. But yeah, also I definitely trust James Mangold will get this right, because this is the same James Mangold that did Logan, and although he did direct movies that were rather decent, like The Wolverine 2030, for example, I'm sure this could be a great one. Maybe on par with Walk the Line, even though they both have nothing in common, but I think it could be like that level. I know it won't be as good as something like Logan or Ford v Ferrari. And I know that this certainly won't be the best Indiana Jones movie. I still think Last Crusade will be my favorite Indiana Jones movie, with Raiders coming in a close second. These two are unbeatable when it comes to the Indiana Jones franchise. But I already know this is gonna be better than the King of the Crystal Skull, even though I think that movie's a guilty pleasure. I don't think it deserves the hate. I think it'll probably be on par with Temple of Doom. I'm not sure which one will be better, but either one of those will not. I'm not sure, but I think this and Temple of Doom will be on par. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about this one. This movie's gonna be great. Also, I love the use of the Indiana Jones theme music as well. I mean, I love how it's used in such an epic way. Probably the best use of the Indiana Jones, the main thing that I've ever heard. And also this poster right here, wow, literally, this is the best poster of the year. Yeah, this poster looks like an absolute classic. We've never gotten a poster like this, like ever in a modern times, and I love how, this movie is literally bringing back the classic feels of film. Well, hopefully, but yeah, this poster. Actually, I meant to say that this movie is bringing back the feels of the classic poster like this one, and we definitely need more posters like this because a lot of posters nowadays just suck, man. Alright, now let's get into the second and probably the superior trailer in my opinion, and that is the upcoming Star Wars show, Ahsoka. Yeah. I've been impressed with the Star Wars live action Disney Plus Star Wars shows lately, although Book of Boba Fett is probably the only one that I dislike. I think that show sucks, but everything else is great. You know, you got Andor, which is a literal masterpiece. You got the first two seasons of the Mandalorian, with season two being still the best season. And I am a huge defender of Mandalorian season three and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi is still my favorite Star Wars show, and I love Ashoka as a character. I think she is in my top 10 favorite Star Wars character, and I can totally see why she is the fan favorite Star Wars character. People say that she is the best female Star Wars character in general, and I can totally see why she is. And I gotta and yeah, I like her in the Mandalorian, her that episode with her, but personally to me, I prefer the animated Ashoka. Personally, and Ashoka is easily the standout of the Clone Wars, but yeah, I'm really happy for Ashoka getting her being able to get her own solo project. And I gotta say about this one, this show looks amazing. Like it looks mind blowing. And I'm gonna go as far as saying I think this could top Obi-Wan Kenobi as the best Star Wars show ever. I mean, it looks insanely epic. I mean, first of all, the music and visuals are absolutely really good. Let's get out the obvious ones out of the way. I mean the visuals, yeah. I mean it's Star Wars. What do you expect? But yeah, but even with that, I mean this movie has so much greatness in it. I mean, first of all, Ashoka is definitely gonna be amazing. I know it. Ashoka is maybe Rosario Dawson's best performance in my opinion, but I'll have to think about that. But right now, I think it might be her best role today, and this one could be her best performance. And I love how this show looks like it's actually going to have lightsaber duels, just like Obi-Wan Kenobi. And you know I love a good old lightsaber duel, and but I think one of the most interesting things about this trailer is the fact that we're actually getting the Star Wars Rebels characters in live action, and I gotta say I'm already loving them in live action form. I really like Star Wars Rebels. It's not like top tier Star Wars shows of all time, but it's a show that I think is extremely overhated. I think a lot of people already know, like a lot of people who have talked to it in person say that Star Wars Rebels sucks, and I feel like I'm the only one who really likes this show. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, and I think I can already see who's gonna be the standout in this show. It's going to be Sabine. Yeah, Sabine is my favorite character in Sabine is my favorite character in Star Wars Rebels, but this version live action Sabine, damn, she looks hot, and I think she could be right on par with Kira as my Star Wars crush, but I'm sure that there will be more to her character than just being hot. I'm sure of that. I don't I know I usually get called out for judging characters based on how hot they are. That's just I don't really want to talk more about that, but yeah. And the villain looks interesting. I hope the villain doesn't suck because I can kind of see the potential that the villain could suck, but I hope not. I mean, but yeah. I guess nothing much else to say. And although personally, when it comes to Ashoka herself, I forgot to mention this in my intro of this trailer review in particular, but I wouldn't say that Ashoka is the best Star Wars character like what everyone else says, or even top like three or something. But she's 1,000,000% in my top 10 favorite Star Wars characters if I were to make the list. But I think I can really see a character being better than her in this show, and also Kira's still the best Star Wars female character in my opinion. So yeah, so that's all for my trailer reviews. But now let's get into the announcements because we are going to be getting three Star Wars movies that were not and all of them were announced during Star Wars Celebration Day. Well, I'm hoping that these three Star Wars movies actually happen because I'm sure you know what happened with Rogue Squadron and the Taika Waititi Star Wars movie and the Kevin Feige Star Wars movie. They were all announced, but then they were all like completely scrapped because literally Lucasfilm just doesn't know what they're doing anymore. I feel like it seemed like they didn't know what they were doing. Like they didn't know and it seemed like they were running out of ideas. And yeah, Kathleen Kennedy is still CEO. Oh God. But yeah, I'm hoping these ones are actually emotion. No. These ones are actually official, and we're gonna be getting them. So yeah, the first Star Wars movie that I'll be talking about is the one that everyone talks about the most, and that is the follow up to Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, where this movie is going to be about Rey taking place 15 years after Rise of Skywalker, where she rebuilds the Jedi Order. She becomes Master Rey now. She trains a new order, and she will stop anyone who tries to destroy the Jedi Order. But yeah, now if you guys know me so well, you probably know that I don't like the Rise of Skywalker. Like I think it pretty much destroyed everything that the Last Jedi has established, and yeah, and I personally am a strong defender of Last Jedi, and I enjoy Force Awakens, but yeah, Rise of Skywalker just stinks, man. Easily bottom tier Star Wars movie. It's probably my second worst Star Wars movie. I mean, of the 9 episodes, the worst Star Wars movie is Phantom Menace in my opinion. But yeah, when it comes to a Fallout to Rise of Skywalker, and this kind of story, to be honest, guys, I have mixed feelings on this one. Pretty much how people are split on whether this could be good or this could suck. Like I don't know what this movie is going to I mean what the quality of this movie is going to be. But so I am certainly gonna watch this one with an open mind. But let's see like the two sides I have with this. How mixed I am on it. Like how am I mixed? Let's start with the bad side first. Rise of Skywalker is the conclusion to the Skywalker saga. Rey has just concluded her character arc, and I think and whether you like Rise of Skywalker or not, I think Rise of Skywalker deserves to be left alone with no other follow-ups. But but yes, we're actually getting a follow-up to Rise of Skywalker with Rey, being the Jedi, like rebuilding the Jedi Order and stuff. And honestly, this kind of sounds unnecessary because we definitely don't need this. This sounds like it could potentially be a cash grab. And yeah, no one definitely asked for this. Yeah, but that's what I have to say. But now let's talk about my optimism for this. My optimism, like how this could be good. Well, yeah, as Rise of Skywalker, it is the conclusion to the Skywalker saga. It was a terrible conclusion. It ended so poorly, and yeah. So maybe this could actually be surprisingly good. Maybe this could actually like redeem what Rise of Skywalker broke. Maybe this could actually fix some mistakes with Rise of Skywalker. So that's actually what I'm hoping for this movie. I mean, I like Rey as a character. I don't love her, but yes, I do have a crush on her if you're wondering. But I don't think Rey's a perfect character. There are some mistakes that the writers made, mistakes with her character, with the blaming of the writers. But I loved her in Last Jedi. She was amazing in that movie. I hope this will be like the Last Jedi Rey, and not like the Rise of Skywalker Rey. Ugh. Um, but yeah, so yeah, this is directed by someone I don't know, so it's a little concerning. Like we don't know if this director will be good or not. And also, this or already has a release date of December 2025. So yeah, we won't be getting any Star Wars movies until then. So yeah, again, I have mixed thoughts in this, but overall, I want to like this movie. I don't want this movie to fail. I always remain optimistic in movies like this. Like, when it comes to Marvel or Star Wars, all that stuff. Like any big blockbuster that isn't animated. So yeah, now let's get into the second announcement. And yeah, and this one is going to be directed by Filoni, who is always in charge of most of the Star Wars shows, and the showrunner of the Clone Wars. We don't know what's going to be the title of this movie. The Ray one. There's no specific title for it, but maybe it could be called Jedi Order. But that's like already a title of a Star Wars video game. But yes, but now not much is known about this one, but this is going to be a big movie. This is going to be a huge, gigantic blockbuster, like Star Wars movie. This is going to be a crossover between Mando, Boba Fett, and Ahsoka. Also Grogu, probably, and a bunch of other bounty hunters. This is going to be a bounty hunter movie for sure, with Ahsoka being in it. And yeah, and also Khan. How you pronounce her name again? But yeah, pretty much the one beside the Mandalorian on the left, like, and yeah, she's actually been the standout of Mandalorian season 3 in my opinion. I'm loving what they're doing to her character in that one. But yeah, it's been revealed that the Mandalorian, the Book of Boba Fett, and Ahsoka have all actually been setups leading up to this one big movie. So I don't have a lot to say about it because not much is revealed, but this what they said about this movie, it sounds so interesting, and I'm definitely here for that. But now that I've saved the best for last. This is my favorite of the three announcements and my most anticipated Star Wars movie. James Mangold is directing a Star Wars movie, and this is going to be about the origins of the Jedi and how they came to be. Who was the very first Jedi? Pretty much, this movie is going to be tackling the history of the Jedi, and this is going to be called Star Wars: Dawn of the Jedi. Now, the reason why this is my most anticipated Disney Star Wars movie is for two reasons. One, because of James Mangold. I trust him in everything, especially after he made Logan. And two, this is actually a story that I have been waiting for since I was first introduced to Star Wars in 2015. Yeah, I literally wanted them to do this. When I was watching Phantom Menace or like some of the other Star Wars movies for the first time, I was like thinking like what's the origin of the Jedi? Like what's their history and what's their past? And then I made my own idea about how about the history of the Jedi. I don't remember exactly how it was. Like I wrote it, but all I know is that Yoda was the main character in that one. Because I thought that Yoda was actually the main character in Star Wars, even though he's not. But yeah, I'm actually really happy that they're finally gonna be telling a story. This is a movie that is definitely needed. This is a story that definitely needs to be told because we are tackling the origins of the Jedi, the history of the Jedi. We haven't really gotten that answers yet. We definitely need to see who is the first answer. No, who's the first Jedi? Where the Force has come from, and yeah, if they get this right, if they don't disappoint, then I think this could dethrone Rogue One as the best Star Wars movie, best Disney Star Wars movie. I doubt this will top Revenge of the Sith. as the best Star Wars movie, and I thought this will top on New Hope and Empire as well. But this is gonna be top tier Star Wars movie if they get this right. I totally trust in James Mangold. So yeah. So that's all for my thoughts on my thoughts on the trailers and Star Wars movie announcements. Pretty much all these stuff. So yeah, what is your opinion on these ones? What is your opinion on the two movies? Are you excited for Indiana Jones and Battle of Destiny and Ahsoka? And are you excited for the three announced Star Wars movies as well? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for my rant on Hop for Easter. So yeah, or if there will be any other videos, I'll do it. So yeah, bye guys.